Now, I know exactly how you're feeling. Rooney's injuries just got worse. The England management situation is a complete debacle, and your World Cup dreams seem further away than ever. Well, here on 5, we get just a thing to cheer you up. Think 66, Montezuma's revenge. Think those penalties, and that 5-1. It's England, Germany, the legends. The good, the bad and the very, very ugly of English and German football at the Madejski Stadium in Reading tonight. Proceeds going to the British Red Cross and the Bobby Moore Fund for Cancer Research. But that is where the charity ends. It's England against Germany, the legends. Now let's get one thing clear from the start, people. There's no such thing as a friendly match between England and Germany. It's a motley crew of former English and German football and heroes, celebrities and sportsmen. They'll wear the 3 lions, they'll wear the 1 eagle with pride tonight, and all of them will have the same aim, to get one over on the old enemy. Watching from a safe distance tonight, I give you Les Ferdinand and Ray Wilkins. What happened to the good idea of a charity match? This has to be one of the most serious games I've ever attended, Les.
Yeah, it's one of those. You know, England, Germany, just the 2 names, it says it all. You know, they was full of passion. I was in the changing rooms earlier on when they were training, and they were really geared up for it. I was quite surprised. I went, hey, this is supposed to be a charity. You get no charity games.
No, it ends when they go onto the pitch, I think. I mean, Ray, you played against Germany at senior level and at schoolboy level. I think you beat them at schoolboy level, but never, once you'd went through puberty, you never got one over them.
Could never get one over on them, no. They were always better than us. They always seemed to claw out a result. Now, we were probably the better side on numerous occasions, but they always ended up beating us. And it will be very pleasant. It is a good night. It's a night for charity, and we'll do our best to play it in that spirit as well. But it would be very nice to come out in the end of it with a victory as well.
Well, England have a squad of about 6,042 players to choose from, and they've been taking it very, very seriously. They were training earlier today. Peter Reid's in charge. Harry Redknapp's ill, apparently, so he's dropped out as England manager. We think alcohol poisoning after what he did at Portsmouth at the weekend. But this is the boys playing, some big names.
Yeah, we've got some big names out there, but fortunately we've got the big squad, which is the bonus, because you can just roll them on and roll them off, literally. And that's important, because we're obviously not as fit as we were, and it looks massive out there, to be perfectly honest, and the Germans will be fitter than us, there's no question. So it looked as if they had a bit of a chuckle, the boys.
It's funny to look at the different training techniques. I don't know whether you remember Rocky IV, when Rocky trained up the mountain. That's the England team. And do you remember Ivan Drago when he had all the equipment? The Germans take it more seriously than us. Well, this is the Madejski Stadium. It does hold 25,000, and there won't be a single empty seat for this one. And everyone's paid very good money for a very good reason. It's to support the British Red Cross and the Bobby Moore Fund. Ahead of tonight's match, we caught up with the 2 leading ladies with football very close to their hearts, Stephanie Moore and Nancy Delolio.
Tonight's match is about much more than just bragging rights. Earlier in the week we went to Upton Park to find out more about the charities that will benefit this evening.
The Bobby Moore Fund for Cancer Research UK was set up in 1993, which was the same year that Bobby died from bowel cancer. After Bobby died, I learnt that bowel cancer is a very, very neglected disease in this country. 45 men and women die from bowel cancer every day in the UK, and it's the 2nd highest killing cancer in the UK after only lung cancer.
But there's another beneficiary too tonight, the Red Cross.
I'm proud and honoured to be ambassador for the British Red Cross. They help people in crisis all around the world because they're not involved in any religions, any creeds, so they are the only charity can go everywhere So I think in the UK there are more than 35,000 volunteers working, and I think that 90% of the total Red Cross is part of they are volunteers.
But how do the ladies see this evening's game?
I think it's going to be hard fought. I don't think Germany are going to give it to us easily, but it would be nice to see England win.
I will not be a neutral, of course. We will stay by England.
You must remember that this is all being done in a very, very good cause for the Bobby Moore Fund, for Cancer Research UK and for the Red Cross, and I think we mustn't lose sight of that it's a friendly match, but it'll be a very competitive match and it'll be great, great fun.
Well, that is why we're here tonight, and you at home can play your part as well. And we're going to give you the chance to give us your money via a cracking competition. One lucky viewer is going to win 2 signed shirts from today's team, and 5 runners-up will win a copy of How England Won the World Cup on DVD. I think that was 1966, but you never talk about it. The proceeds will be passed on to tonight's 2 charities. Here's the question: who is England's most capped players? At A, Peter Shelton, B, our own John Barnes, or C, Jimmy Redknapp? You can call us on 090 15 33 99 11, or you can text us the word football followed by your answer, your name and your town to 81555. Or if you've got the old digital satellite, you can just press the red button on your remote control, and we will announce the winner of tonight at the end of tonight's match. Now, I can't tell you, these are the signed shirts. They look fantastic indeed. So we got the England one. I thought, Ray, you could maybe model that at some stage tonight. And Les, we got this wonderful Germany shirt. I was thinking you could throw that on as well, if you don't mind. Says you might get a bit more time playing for Germany than you got for England, you know what I mean? Anyway, Peter Reid is in charge tonight, and he's with Mark Chapman.
Colin, it's like some magic trick down here. More and more players just keep running out of that dressing room. Peter, do you know your squad?
I've just got them all down here, and I haven't got enough paper to say the truth. It's like American gridiron team in there, but it's a great turnout by the lads, I've got to say.
There's about 40, isn't there? Have you selected your starting 11?
I've got my starting 11, but there'll be plenty of chopping and changing during the game because we want everyone to get out there, and there's a good atmosphere between the boys, and it looks like it's going to be an outstanding crowd as well.
People always get asked this nowadays, with big squads, will it be difficult to keep everybody happy tonight?
Well, let me tell you, this is the most difficult job I've had in football, so that's how hard it's going to be. There's a few moaning in the dressing room at the moment because they're not on the starting 11, but as a manager, you've got to make them decisions.
We saw earlier you doing the training session with the boys. Did you keep it deliberately light because none of them are fit anymore?
Well, to be fair, we worked a lot harder than the German side, so I've got to say that. But no, it was just trying to get an idea on the players I didn't know, you know, the pop stars and the singers and the actors, and it was pretty interesting, I've got to tell you.
I like the way when Richard Ashcroft came out, you said to him, Richard, I love that song, The Drugs Aren't Very Good.
You weren't supposed to hear that one,
And what do you know about the German?
That was between me and Ashy.
And what do you know about the German side?
The goalkeeper who played in the 90 World Cup, Luther Matthäus, who I played against, Stefan Freud, Bertolt, so they've got 1 or 2. I don't know much about their celebrities, but I think they've only got about 15 players, so it's interesting that.
If only you had that luxury. Colin, back to you.
Luther Matthäus. The fun is always never far away when Reedy's here. Let's take a look at the teams, boys. I mean, there's so many players for the England team to pick from. Let's have a look at the match that they're going to start off with tonight. Chris Woods, he was on the bench in 90, of course, when England lost to Germany. Bit of revenge. What name jumps out at you? Who's still got it?
You look at Paul Parker, I saw him. He's looking in good shape. Ray talks about some big names, but there's some big bodies down there as well. So he looks in good shape. Matt Letizia, he's always had them silky feet. Chris Waddle out on the left wing, cool. And Paul Merson. I was talking to Paul, we had pre-match together, and he was saying that he's hoping he plays just behind the front too, so he don't have to do too much running, but he reckons he'll spray some passes tonight. So it looks quite a strong squad we got there.
Well, let's face it, Letizia never ran anyway. He'll be all right tonight. He's as fit as he was when he was with Southampton. Let's take a look at the German team now, Ray. I mean, the obvious name that comes out, according to Peter Reid, is Luther Matthäus. He definitely jumps out, but definitely a lot of players there who have kept a lot of body shape we've seen, and certainly are going to go the 90 minutes.
Yeah, you'd look at Stefan Freund for a start. He was always a fit guy, and Les said he hasn't put on a kilo, so he's damn lucky. But it will certainly be Matthäus, but we're the one that stands out. And of course, the 2 goalkeepers are top quality as well. Chris Woods actually looks younger now.